Hello dear students, how are you? I'm Ms. Dunya at Lizan Private School. Now we are going to study science, page 43 to 45. Living things need each other. Animals and plants need each other. Bees and flowers show one way animals and plants help each other. Look at this picture. We have a bee and a flower. This bee eats nectar. Nectar is inside the flower, okay? And the bee helps the flower to make seed. And the flower makes a sweet liquid called nectar. That is food for the bee. And where is nectar? Nectar is inside the flower, and the bee eats nectar. So we say what? Nectar is a sweet liquid that is food for the bee. Nectar is a sweet liquid that is food for the bee. What about the bee? The bee helps the flower make seeds. The bee helps the flower make seeds. Look at this picture again. Look here, we have a flower with a bee. Okay, look at the bee. It's eating nectar. Nectar is inside the flower. We say nectar is a sweet liquid that is food for the bee, and bee helps the flower to make seeds. And here we have what? Plants help animals. So many animals eat plant parts. For example, panda eats leaves and stem. Panda eats leaves and stem. And and birds eat seeds and fruit. And animals also use plants for making shelter. A shelter is what? A shelter is a place where an animal can be safe. Look at this picture. We have panda. Panda eats leaves and stems. And bird. What about bird? Birds eat seeds and fruit. Bird eats seeds and fruit. What is shelter? We have house, okay? We live in our house and we sleep in our house. We take rest in our house, and we save ourselves in our house. So animals, they have something like house. We call this shelter, okay? Animals do the same thing. They make shelter. So what they use? They use plants, okay? They use plants for making shelter. So what do you say if someone asks you what is shelter? So you can say what? A shelter is a place where an animal can be safe. A shelter is a place where an animal can be safe. Look at this picture. Shelter, that's panda and bear shelter. Look at this. That's bird shelter. We call this nest. Look at this rabbits. Look, they took advantage from the tree's hole. Look, that is the animal's shelter, okay? Those shelters. This tree help raccoon to stay safe by having a small hole. Look, this tree have a small hole, and this raccoon make this small hole as a house, as a shelter, okay? And what do bears use for making shelter? Okay, bears make their shelters by using twigs, leaves, and grass. What they use? Twigs, leaves, and grass. Many birds use twigs, leaves, and grass to build nests, to build shelter. And here we have animals help plants. So animals help plants by carrying their seeds to new places. Birds eat fruits that have seeds, okay? Seeds inside. When the seeds fall to the ground in the bird's waste, they may grow into new plants new plants far away from the plants they came from, okay? The same thing, look at this cat, okay? Seeds also stick to animals' fur, okay? Look at the seeds, and when the animal moves, it carries the seeds with it to new places. When the seeds fall off, they may land in soil and germinate and grow. The same thing to worm. Worm eats dead plants, and its wastes help fertilize soil and make it better for plants to grow. Here I explain more, and by this video,
many insects, bees and butterflies carry the pollen grains in lower part of legs when they sit to suck nectar from flowers and move from flowers to flowers. They spread the pollens carried by their legs. This is how they spread the plant seeds. The brightly colored sweet-tasting pulp of fruits attracts the birds and animals. Birds and animals eat the fruit and help in spreading the seeds.
look, so
many insects, bees, animals eat the fruit and help in spreading the seeds. This way, the animals help plants to survive and flourish.
great. As we said, birds eat what? Eats fruit, and this the waste of the bird would be what? Maybe would be plant and grow. So here the same thing, seeds stick to animals' fur, okay? Like this cat, seeds stick to animals' fur. This cat's fur carries the seed, okay? Look, which with it to new places, and when the seeds fall off, they may land in a soil, germinate and grow, okay? And a worm eats dead plants, and its wastes help fertilize soil and make it better for plants to grow. And look at this video. This soil has many worm, and the waste of worm will be fertilized and will help the soil to be better and help plants to grow more. There's so many worm. So they use worm for making the soil better, and this worm eats dead plants. So what is fertilize? Fertilize to make soil better for plants to grow. Fertilize to make soil better for plants to grow. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.